There's one cruise perk so good it actually made a couple think the crew messed up their bill. They didn't. The cruise line just quietly gave it to them because they were over 60 and kind to the staff. I'll tell you what it was later, but first let's talk about why cruising after 60 is basically like unlocking a secret VIP level at sea. Cruising after 60 isn't about slowing down, it's about sailing smarter. You've earned every gray hair, every laugh line, and now it's finally time to cash those in. But here's the catch. Cruise lines aren't exactly putting up flashing signs saying, "Hey seniors, come grab your perks." Nope. Most of the best deals are buried deep in fine print, hidden on random web pages or whispered about by veteran travelers at the ship's lounge. So whether this is your first cruise or your 50th, stay with me. Because these 20 perks will make your next sailing cheaper, comfier, and way more fun, and I guarantee there are at least a few you've never heard before. So, ready to see what you've been missing all these years? Let's start with one of the quietest and classiest perks out there. Perk number 1. Balcony and ocean view bonuses. Sometimes just booking a better room pays off twice. On certain lines, seniors who book balcony or ocean view cabins get small surprises, a welcome drink, a fruit basket, or a free bottle of sparkling wine. It's not advertised, but it happens. And when you walk into your cabin and see that chilled bottle waiting, you'll know you found one of cruising's quietest rewards. Meanwhile, the folks in the windowless rooms, still trying to remember what daylight looks like, want to sip champagne while they scroll TikTok in the dark? Ask about balcony bonuses. But the balcony surprises aren't the only hidden gems at sea. Some of the best perks happen below deck. Perk number 2, senior spa specials. Okay, picture this. It's a sea day. The pool deck sounds like a carnival. You? You're in the spa, robe on, lights dimmed. Many cruise lines quietly discount spa treatments for seniors, especially on slow hours or port days. All you have to do is ask. Sometimes you'll get 20% off, an upgraded treatment, or extra time. Go early, be kind, and mention your age. You'll walk out lighter, looser, and grinning. Once you've floated out of the spa feeling brand new, why not take that relaxation solo and save big while you're at it? Perk number 3, lower solo prices on long cruises. Traveling alone? You're about to love this. Normally, as solo cruisers get slammed with the single supplement, basically paying double. But older travelers actually get a break on this. Why? Because you're the ones booking those dream 20-day, 40-day, or even 90-day voyages. Cruise lines want to fill those cabins, so they quietly lower or completely remove the solo fee for seniors. It's not in the brochure. But if you ask, you'll be shocked at what they'll offer. Freedom, privacy, and a fair price. Finally. And speaking of freedom, wait till you hear how your AARP card can literally buy you cocktails at sea. Perk number 4, AARP and Senior Club bonuses. That little AARP card? It's not just for hotel discounts and eye exams. It's basically a cruise coupon book disguised as a membership. AARP partners with multiple cruise lines to offer free onboard credit, drink packages, or even prepaid gratuities. Sometimes they'll toss in a surprise welcome gift or bonus dinner voucher. And the annual AARP fee? Costs less than dinner at Olive Garden. So if you're booking without checking their cruise portal first, you're leaving money and cocktails on the table. But that's just the beginning. Because the next perk lets you hold a $5,000 cabin for just $50. Perk number 5, reduced deposits. Yep, reduced deposits. Most cruises want hundreds up front, but seniors often qualify for smaller deposits through AARP or 55-plus agencies. Some let you hold your cabin with as little as $50 or $100. It's perfect if you're still deciding, waiting for prices to drop, or juggling multiple trip options. Lock in your spot without draining your wallet. Then, if the fare drops, adjust without losing a dime. That's smart cruising, the kind of move that comes with experience. And if you think that's clever, Wait till you hear how to stack discounts like a pro gambler at the buffet. Perk number 6, loyalty stacking. This is where things get fun. Cruise lines love rewarding repeat guests with perks, drinks, Wi-Fi, upgrades. But guess what? Those don't cancel out your senior perks. You can stack them. That's right. Loyalty plus senior equals double rewards. One retired couple told me they booked a Mediterranean cruise using both, saved $600, and got priority boarding. Meanwhile, their cabin neighbor bragged about his great deal and still paid full price. Moral of the story, always mention both when booking. They'll never volunteer to give you extra money, but they'll absolutely honor it if you ask. 2 discounts at once? That's not a sale, that's a victory lap. And once you've mastered the art of stacking perks, it's time to make sure your cabin setup is just as rewarding. Perk number 7, accessible cabin priority. Let's be honest, some cruise bathrooms feel like broom closets. That's why accessible cabins are game changers. They're larger, wider, and built for comfort, roll-in showers, handrails, extra room to move. And here's the trick. Seniors who book early get first pick. You don't need to be in a wheelchair to qualify. Just mention mobility needs. Those cabins go fast, so reserve early and cruise comfortably. Now, want a secret spot on the ship where time slows down and peace still exists? Perk number 8, afternoon tea and quiet lounges. While the top deck is chaos, DJs, splash zones, cannonballs, there's a secret world hiding a few decks below. Afternoon tea, real china, warm scones, a pianist playing soft jazz. Cruise lines like Cunard, Holland America, and Princess still keep this tradition alive. It's elegant, peaceful, and usually free. If tea's not your thing, check the ship's library or observation lounge. They're quiet, plush, and almost always empty. Because sometimes the best perk of cruising after 60 is silence. Of course, peace is great, but sometimes the best memories come from the people you meet along the way. Perk number 9, senior social hours. They're easy to miss, buried deep in the daily schedule. Usually something like 55-plus mixer, deck 5 lounge, 4 p.m. But these little gatherings, they're gold. It's where friendships start, travel buddies meet, and dinner groups form. One couple met 10 new friends at a senior social and ended up cruising together every year since. Don't skip it. Hidden at the bottom of the planner might be your next adventure crew. And once you've met your new cruise crew, you'll need something fun to do together, preferably somewhere air-conditioned. Perk number 10, bridge and trivia clubs. If you think cruise trivia is casual, think again. Some of these seniors bring notebooks of facts, bridge tournaments, fierce, trivia contests, heated, and the friendships that come out of them, lifelong. You'll find these clubs on Holland America, Princess, and Cunard. It's air-conditioned, social, and IETCN gives you bragging rights that last longer than any suntan. After a few rounds of bridge and bragging rights, it's time to switch gears, from competition to curiosity. Perk number 11, learning at sea. You're not just cruising, Gemat, you're collecting knowledge. Cruise lines like Viking and Holland America host daily lectures and workshops. History of the ports, photography, cooking, and even stargazing on deck. You'll walk off the ship smarter than when you boarded, and with stories that actually impress the grandkids. Because I learned to make Italian pasta from a chef in Italy sounds way better than I got sunburned in Cozumel. All that learning might spark your creative side, and the next perk is the perfect outlet. Perk number 12, arts and crafts workshop, as cruises love their craft sessions. Painting, jewelry, towel folding, even origami. They're free, fun, and strangely competitive. It's calm, creative, and the best place to meet people who'd rather glue beads than play beer pong. You leave with a handmade souvenir, and probably a new friend or two, and if you prefer movement over making, this next one's the most peaceful workout you'll ever do. Perk number 13, early bird gym hours. Here's the thing about ship gyms, they open early. At 6 a.m. they're empty, no flexing 20-somethings, no noise. That's your time. You can stretch, walk on the treadmill, or join a gentle yoga or aqua aerobic class just for seniors. The trainers are relaxed, the sunrise is beautiful, and breakfast afterwards tastes so much better. After a peaceful morning stretch and a hearty breakfast, it's time to take that same easy energy ashore. Perk number 14, gentle shore excursions. Forget cliff diving and zip lining. Cruise lines now offer easy pace or gentle tours for those who like to explore without breaking a sweat. Think scenic drives, city tours, or wine tastings. They're slower, smaller, and focused on comfort, not chaos. You'll actually enjoy the destination instead of limping back to the ship. But here's a secret inside that secret. You can even book the best ones before anyone else. Perk number 15, early access excursion bookings. If you mention accessibility needs when booking, the cruise line will often give you early access to reserve-adapted tours, the ones with lifts, shorter walks, or smaller groups. Those sell out fast, so this is a massive advantage. Let them know ahead of time. You'll get the first pick and the comfiest ride ashore, and when it's time to head back to the ship, the next perk makes you feel like a VIP. Perk number 16, priority tender boarding. Some ports can't dock the ship, so you take small boats, tenders, to shore. Picture hundreds of people packed into stairwells waiting for their turn. Now picture you, calmly being escorted to the front. Crew often give seniors priority boarding on tenders, especially if you ask nicely. You'll reach the island while everyone else is still fighting for space in line, because sometimes age doesn't just come with wisdom, it comes with front-of-the-line privileges. Perk number 17, mobility assistance on embarkation and disembark. Embarkation day? Chaos. Thousands of people, mountains of luggage, total sensory overload. But you don't have to do it the hard way. Request assistance. No doctor's note required. Crew will escort you, carry luggage, and even roll you through in a wheelchair if needed. Same thing when it's time to leave the ship. You glide off stress-free while everyone else sweats in line. And while we're talking about peace of mind, this next perk might actually save your wallet. Perk number 18, senior travel insurance discounts insurance. Nobody loves it, but everyone needs it, especially after 60. Here's the good news. Senior plans often cost less for cruise-specific coverage. AARP and specialty travel insurers offer policies covering pre-existing conditions, medical evacuations, and cancellations. Younger passengers skip it because they think they're invincible. But you're the smart one. Because nothing ruins a vacation faster than a $10,000 medical bill. With peace of mind taken care of, you can finally focus on something more fun, like gliding across the dance floor. Perk number 19, dance hosts. Yes, this is real. Certain cruise lines, think Cunard, Regent, or Seabourn, actually hire professional gentlemen called dance hosts. Their job? To dance with solo ladies during formal nights. Foxtrot, waltz, rumba. They keep the ballroom alive. They're not there to flirt. They're there to make sure no one sits out a song. It's charming, classy, and old school in the best way. Imagine this, soft music, a bow, a hand extended. May I have this dance? Tell your kids that story, watch their jaws drop, and while a night on the dance floor makes your heart light, this next perk will make your wallet just as happy. Perk number 20, the hidden senior fare. Let's start simple and sneaky. Most cruise lines have a special senior rate. Celebrity, Carnival, Princess, MSC, Holland America, all of them. But they'll never say it loudly. You won't see flashing banners saying, "Congrats on retiring, here's $200 off." Instead, there's a small checkbox when booking, or you have to call and ask. Sometimes it's $50, sometimes $300, and sometimes more on long cruises. That's the cost of your Wi-Fi or 10 frozen margaritas with the little umbrellas. So before you hit book now, pause, call, ask for the senior rate. Because there's nothing worse than paying more than the couple next door just because they ticked the right box. There you have it, 20 cruise perk seniors over 60 don't know about in 2025. From hidden discounts and spa deals to gentle excursions, balcony bonuses, and crew kindness, these little secrets make cruising after 60 smarter, calmer, and sweeter. It's not about rushing anymore, it's about sailing better. So let the 20-somethings fight for deck chairs. You'll be in the lounge sipping tea or champagne, smiling because you know something they don't. Before we dock, hit subscribe so you never miss another secret from the sea. Until next time, happy cruising.